He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready? Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Green. Taking a shot on the first play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, a big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Blake. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught over the middle, it's Anthony. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pulls and fires complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often. in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, you can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Using his feet. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Buying some time as he moves left. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense
turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. They're working that left side. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Florida.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Myers to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pressure coming. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, number 19. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Pulls and throws out the RPO.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Green. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. A couple of plays into the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Makes the grab, it's Sturdivant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gators will hustle to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Clark. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He caught it! Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Green. Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Skips away from pressure. He'll take another shot here. Grabs it inside the 15. Big gain on that one. as he steps out of bounds with a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's at... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Green. Looking to scramble. The throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking. They get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, Pig City.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Heaves it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. Just weren't able to come down with that one.
They're either really confident or a little reckless as they go for it on 4th and long from their own 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Back to pass, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Got a man. It's Wilson. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that. But the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Gators are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Flushed out of the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Hawkins. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, fourth and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's...
Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. Back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Calls his own number. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. The Gators in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Steps away to find some room. Uncorks one to the middle. Catch in stride inside the 15. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He wants a big play here late. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Picks up the first down. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.